Let's go, girls. Hey
Yes.
there, chookies. Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties with Bron Lewis and Sammy Peterson. We are both of those people. Bron's got her hands on her hips right now like she just
My
don't
angry
care.
fists.
Are they your angry fists?
Yes, always.
Oh, my fucking thing didn't. Hold on a second. My
You don't know.
fucking
You
thing
wrote
didn't.
it yourself.
I know.
That's what I say to people when they're writing their jokes on their hands before they go on stage. I'm like,
You don't
why
know
do
it?
you
Oh,
should
you're
know.
not off book yet? Is that what you say?
No, off script. No,
You're not off script yet?
I
I'm
said,
gonna get my
you know
laptop.
the joke.
I don't know any jokes.
We can start again.
No.
What do you know?
I like this. I think this is fun.
God, I listened to the last episode on the car on the way here. It's mental.
It's so
just pure
mental.
chaos.
Yeah, and are you angry about that then?
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely
My
loving
notes
it.
aren't syncing up is the problem.
Oh.
are we gonna
But
do
you
about
know
that?
these. That's what I say to people. Don't write your jokes on your hand. You know them.
You know them, but the problem is I don't know this, and now I'm nervous.
You don't know the one sentence that you wrote.
No. Here we go. This is fun. I've got it now.
Better be fucking good after that.
I'm Sammy Peterson, and I'm your auntie who must do the hip hip in the birthday song. And if you cross her, she'll start the song a fucking again. So that was good.
That was worth it. A fucking again as well.
Yeah.
It's such a good way
Thank
to say
you so
again.
much for saying that.
Okay, and I'm Brown Lewis. I'm your drunk auntie who on the highway must always drive in the right lane because there's more space there.
There's more space there. It's better for me,
It's
actually.
more sensible. I actually think it's safer.
Oh, it definitely drives in any lane that has the X over it.
Oh,
It's like you're
absolutely.
not meant to drive in that lane.
Why
She goes,
not?
why not? It's
I'm a
free.
taxpayer.
I'm a taxpayer. I pay
I
my
pay for
taxes
this
like
road.
everyone else. Hey, Bron Lewis, I just got in recently from Sydney,
Oh my God.
Australia.
What do you mean? Oh, yes, you did your show
Well,
with
I did my-
Dave Warnocky.
Dave Warnocky, and I did my solo show as well.
What? Aren't you
Yeah.
going back there to do it on the 14th? No, that's
No, that's Brisbane. I'm going
oh
to
my
be
God,
in Brisbane
I'm trying so hard to
soon.
be a good friend and I'm
And
failing.
you are. You don't know my
Thanks.
link tree. You're not my link tree. You don't have to be my link tree.
And for those who don't know what Linktree is, it's in Sammy's bio, and that's where you can find
That's
all
where you
of
can
his
find
tickets.
all of my tickets.
Good.
But yeah, I went to Sydney, and when I got there,
Yeah.
the tech and the door person had called in sick, and like I had to set up all the chairs. So that was like, so you get there, set up the chairs. Then I was like setting
That's
up.
what you want to do before.
It's actually
a
fun. It's actually
show.
fun, and I was a door person as well.
Oh yes.
So that was really fun. And then people coming down, and a few people when they came down the stairs were like, "Let's go, girls."
Yes, let's go, girls.
Met quite a few chookies there
Oh,
who are
that's
all
lovely.
so lovely. But I was staying in a house that was like, it was meant to be, I told you about this. I was staying in a place, it was meant to be a private place. That's what it said on the
Yeah.
thing. It said private, rock up, and the lady.
And if I read private, I'd
Yeah.
be like, it's a house by myself.
House by yourself, right?
I can handle that.
Yeah, and I thought maybe the lady who lived there, well, look, I thought she lived, because she said she lived close by. I thought that
So close.
meant, like really close by. I thought that meant that she lived in like a detached part of the house.
Sure, it's like a granny flat or something. Yeah.
She lived downstairs, and then I was upstairs, but her room was also upstairs, so it wasn't
Oh, that's
detached
not
at all.
It's just you were taking a room in her house.
Taking a room, and she had 17 rats. 17. I don't know why she stopped at 17, but she had
Where were
17
they?
rats.
Like how big was
they were
this
out the back.
cage?
They were out the
Outside
back.
rats?
Yeah, outside
Oh,
rats.
yeah,
I don't
you
know if she
wouldn't
was just had an infestation and she kept calling like
What do you
me.
mean? Like were they just like walking around the backyard?
No, they're in a cage. And
Oh, she
goes,
kept them
yeah, and she goes, they're like a pocket
purposefully.
puppy. And I was like, no, they're not. I said that after the first show. I got home, I was like a bit tired. I was doing the first show of Dave Warnocky's show.
And she was
got
sitting up
home and
waiting
she's
for
sitting
you,
up waiting,
patting
having a
her rat.
drink. She wanted to have a drink.
She did not.
Yep. And then she goes, yes, rat is like a pocket puppy. And I was like, no,
holding
it's
on to
not.
that all day. When he walks in, I'll say this.
I'll say it's not weird, actually.
Did you have
I was
to
like, I
run
didn't
in-
say it was weird. It's not weird, actually.
Did she have to run and get her laptop? Wait, yeah, I've forgotten my notes.
Yeah, I've got my notes. No, this will be worth it. I go, no, it wasn't. The pocket puppy. But yeah, she was insane.
Yeah.
And I also have to say, I have an apology to make as well on this goddamn podcast
to
because
me?
no, not
Finally.
to you.
Okay.
You look beautiful today. That's what I wanted to
It's
say.
not an apology.
Oh, okay.
But thanks
well.
for saying that.
No,
Compliment and
no.
an apology is different. And
Are they
I
actually?
expect both from you today.
I will give you both. Thank you so much.
knew that.
I've got a notes app apology written down and it's synced up on my laptop, not my phone.
Good.
No, so I have been contacted by quite a few people saying they love the Perth shows. And I went on this podcast and I
Great.
was like, I think for me,
Oh, 'cause you
I was
hated them.
deaf. I didn't hate them. I was just deaf and I thought that the people didn't like them.
Because you were unwell.
Because I just had blocked ears, and I was
You are a
shouting a
very
lot.
poorly young man.
I'm a very
aren't
poorly
you?
young man at the moment, thank you. I woke up sick today.
See, I've come with compliments.
You have come with compliments. You're not a poorly woman. You're in full health.
I am. I always am. Do you know
look
why?
lovely.
Because I'm strong.
You are strong.
As an ox. And I grew up in the squalor, so
You absolutely
I've
did.
got a really
Thanks,
good
house bells.
immune system.
Well, when you came
Yes.
today, I did have a shower.
I know. You asked me to join. I said I only have baths with you, Sammy.
Yeah, I draw the line there. You have to draw the line somewhere.
You draw the bath, I'll draw the line. Now tell me what. So you thought the Perth shows weren't as vivacious?
Yeah,
as
I thought that
could
they
have
were really
been?
flat. That's what I thought. And
Yeah.
I think when you've done the show so many times, you have an
Yeah.
expectation in your head about
well,
how
you
the
know
shows
what
go.
it's supposed to sound
yeah,
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so I thought that they were flat, but people are contacting me saying they had a great time. So I do apologise if you. I just think that
yeah.
I thought that they were flat, but you know what? Maybe they weren't. Maybe they're the best gigs of my life, and I didn't know because I was deaf.
Because you're deaf. And also, I think you probably had an expectation for them to be so full on, because I think Perth audiences are really, they're so
Yeah, they're
good.
into it. Yeah.
But so if you were like a bit deaf and you were like, oh, I expected to be able to hear some laughter,
Yeah.
then that would have been really
Yeah,
disappointing.
yeah.
It's really hard to hide your disappointment in a bad night.
I know.
Every single night, every single time I go to Brisbane.
Every single night?
Every single night of my
Every
life.
single night of my life, I
Yeah.
have disappointment.
I'm disappointed.
Dropped face. Oh.
Yeah, really, so all of my face. Can you do that? Hey, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Where are your compliments?
Sorry about that. It was a
Sorry about that.
compliment.
Oh,
You're really
I didn't know
good
that
at
was a compliment. Thank you.
You never know.
I never know. You look
Listen.
so beautiful.
Let's get in the bath. So I said to, so every single time I go to Brisbane, Lucas's family will come, and every single time they come, it is the worst night of the run.
Of course. Always. That
Every
always happens.
single
Anytime
time.
you have someone that you know really well that comes, it's the worst one ever.
And what if I were a better person?
Hey, you're the best
Hey,
person.
Thank you. Oh wow, you are good at compliments now.
Thank you.
God, it took
And you're so beautiful.
It didn't take you long.
Didn't take me long. I
And then
learned.
you're in. Far out. This is going to be a really good episode for me.
For you, it's going to be really lovely.
For you, I don't know. You probably
not sure
leave
yet.
a lesser man.
Oh.
That's because I don't know how to do compliments.
That's actually true. That's actually true.
That's called self-reflection.
Okay. I didn't know any of this.
Okay,
I'll
now
turn
listen
this
to
on.
me
Yep.
when I'm talking. Lucas's family come along, and they don't know any different because it's the only night they've seen of it. And then I go, yeah, that was not a good night.
Yeah.
And they're like, really? We laughed so much. I'm like,
Wasn't the best one.
it wasn't. You could have done better.
Yeah. Well, you do rate your audiences every night.
I do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to be more generous than I write.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah. And
Have you ever had people like audience members contact you being like, that's not fair?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
all the time,
It happens
every show.
all the time.
Oh,
Yeah. If
wow.
I don't give them 10 out of 10, I'll have
Yeah.
people contact me and say, I think that's really unfair. It's not our fault that there was latecomers. I'm like, yeah.
Can you rewrite the...
Yeah.
Can I get a recount?
Yeah. And you gave the night before a 9.8 and you said there were latecomers then. So how come we only got a 9? And I'm like, well, because
Because you're actually really bad at it.
it wasn't just latecomers. It was just like there was someone in the front row who gave me a sour face the entire time. And also you contacting me now, I'm taking more points off.
Yeah,
But
okay.
people take
great.
it really seriously. People really become really competitive. At the first time when I started doing the rating the audience and then putting it on Instagram, the score, one night
Instagram is a website for photos mostly.
That's correct, yeah. And you can comment on those photos,
Yep.
captions,
Captions
they're
and
called.
stuff. Funny captions usually.
Hilarious ones
Yep.
only. And I said
Hilarious ones only. Like stuff like, felt cute. Might delete later.
Yeah, that's
That
very
sort of stuff,
good. That's
thank
actually
you.
good. Throwback
Thank you for saying
Thursday, things like that.
Oh, funny
That's
stuff like
good.
that, yeah.
Take me back, and it's just a holiday post.
Take me back.
That is
yeah.
so good. Love doing life with you is
Love
another
Doing
one. That's a
Life With You,
couple.
Boo.
Couple
and then they
one.
have their the name of the person or they're just the initials of the person in their bio.
Yes,
really cute as well.
That's actually that's a nice one. I mean, I might do one of those later. We could do one.
We
of
could do
those
one together. That'd be really nice.
Let's do that
Can
together.
I put you in my bio?
Let's do a number of Instagram posts of cringy
Great.
ones.
Cringy,
and just
cringy,
put them in
cringy
there
ones.
without saying this is a cringe post.
Great.
So
great.
people who are following
Yeah.
and listening, they'll know.
They'll know, but
the
no one
people
else
who are
will
just
know.
like following and don't really listen, they'll be like,
I like the crass
these people
jokes.
are the worst.
These people suck.
Okay, so what the
Listen to
hell
me.
am I talking about?
You're talking about rating the audience.
Yes, okay. No, so when I remember people got way too into it in Melbourne the
Yeah.
first year I did it, and there was one night where
People are obsessed with you.
they screamed. There was a couple of ladies in front row who scream laughed to the point where I was like, That's not a real laugh.
Oh, right. You called them out on it.
They looked exhausted.
Thinking they're
by
doing the
end
best
of it.
job, though.
Yeah, so like they wanted
Yeah.
to get a 10 out of 10. Some people are so competitive.
Yeah, that's
I was
bizarre,
like, just
though.
relax. Just
Yeah.
laugh if you think it's funny, and don't if you don't think it's funny.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
will rate you accordingly.
But spoilers, laugh at everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You
If you want a
legally
good
have
point.
to. If you
yeah.
want to.
If you want good points, you know what you have to do.
Do you sit there after for a while and think about it, or are you just straight in there? As soon as the show's over, you're rating
Oh,
them?
I have to do it straight away because otherwise I forget. And I have to go
Everyone
with how
rolls
as
into
soon as I
another.
leave the stage, I have to go, how do I feel? And
Yeah.
sometimes, I think the lowest one I've given was a 4.
A
but
4?
I think I could have given them less, if I'm honest.
What was that
It was
gig?
a Sydney night. It was my first night in my Sydney run last year.
I didn't have time to do it. I was doing a door, or I was setting up the chairs. I didn't have time to think about it. I think it was a great gig. I'm not sure the door guy had a great time. He was really good.
Underpaid.
The door guy was
if
great.
anything. But which venue were you in Sydney?
The Chippo Hotel.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
So
it's really good. The
downstairs.
bunker. Yeah,
It's great.
it's a great room.
And so the audience they were lovely people.
Oh, beautiful people. I had one of the best
good.
shows there. It was so nice.
Oh, wonderful.
Gretel Colleen.
And then what was her feedback at the end?
She had some good notes. Hey, you ready for the first segment today? Dear Aunties. Oh, you don't want to?
No, I just didn't know that was the first.
I love that we've been doing this for so long and everything's a surprise for you. Oh, what a joy.
I didn't even know we were recording.
I love that you were making such a fuss of me getting my notes when you're like, what? What's that? Is that a segment we do? Interesting.
Oh my God.
Dear Aunties, my niece can't play music at all. And every time we go to my fucking sister's house, I have to sit through an hour of her trying to play the violin and failing every time. Can I tell her I don't want to hear her? Chooks, Abigail. I love that the violin is probably the worst one to play badly.
awful.
That and the trumpet is really bad.
Brass and strings.
Do
No
your kids
good.
play instruments?
No,
I know
Hamish
you've got 4
bought-
boys.
4 boys, yes. Hamish.
4
my
strapping boys,
brother.
they're all 16.
Yeah, they're the new stars of Little
I
Women.
bathe with them.
Oh
I'll go
my
into it
gosh,
later.
you
I'll go
can't
into it
do
later.
that.
Hey, these days. Listen to me when I talk.
Thank you.
Now you talk.
All right. My brother bought my daughters when they were 5 and 6. He bought them each a violin
Why? Hamish, what the hell?
because he's so obsessed with music.
he loves classical music, does he?
He loves me. Yeah, he's like, it
Or
is.
just barn
he thinks
dances.
it's cruel. Yeah, he loves rap. That's why he gave me
He loves
violins.
hardcore rap. What's that thing? That thing that's at the guitar. No, it's smaller for a kid. It's a violin. Oh, yep.
That's the one. Use it. Well, Lizzo uses a flute.
That's true. She's a flautist.
Hey, so they bought those for them, and I was like, and he was like, well, it's cruel to not give them lessons. You have to get them lessons. I was like, well, I don't have effing time.
Yeah.
So I had to in Brisbane, I had baby.
Don't
I had
worry,
to like
I got the
find
money.
food. Oh my gosh, it was expensive. I had to take them to this
for you,
thing.
crumbs.
Awful. They were so bad, and they did not practice. They did one lesson. Edie refused to do it. She sat. It was this man's apartment, and Olive was doing it, and Edie sat down, refused to take her violin out of the case. I was just sitting at this man's dining room table going, what the fuck are we doing?
Oh, my God.
And he was like, cool, so you just got to practice all those things. And I was like, yeah, sure. And we left, and I said, how'd you find that, Olive? And she was like, do I have to do it again? I was like, nah, we're literally never doing that again.
How did Hamish take that?
He was like, you can't just let him give up. I was like,
They
I
didn't
don't
want to do it. They don't want to do it.
But I was like, I don't think you understand.
Hamish is
like,
a fucking idiot.
The extra job it is for me.
Yeah.
I not only have to pay for these lessons, but I have to drive them to the lessons. I have to enforce practicing. I hated.
Sorry,
did you
Hamish,
learn
for calling you a
anything?
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I did
can say that.
the larger violin, the guitar, and when
yeah.
I was, it's a technical term.
I call that a harp.
Sorry, I played my harp. I had my beautiful angel wings. I played my beautiful harp for all the men in the town. It was a beautiful thing. They would throw cash at me of a night time. I'd have my 17 rats just running out, talking to everybody. No, so I played the guitar, so I learned how to play the guitar, and I had this guy. It was video shops like I think it was like would have been early 2000s video shop in Phillip Island. And
Like a Video Easy.
Like a Video Easy. It was like
Sure.
a Video Easy. And probably was a Video Easy.
Oh, wow. The accuracy.
Actually, it was a video hard. God, my memories are all flooding back now. But it was like, so this guy, Graham, did the lessons from the back of the video shop. So it wasn't connected. It wasn't affiliated with the video shop. He just do them at the back of the video shop.
Perfect place to
And
do it.
every single time, this guy, Graham, he had this big grey hair, but it was like an afro.
Okay.
And he was the angriest man I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And he'd just yell at you and everything. He's lovely. I wish we stayed in touch.
God.
And the video shop owner's wife every single night would come in and bring him like a roast dinner or something, like the plate and the foil. And she'd just drive out the back and she'd bring her husband at the video shop the roast dinner, and then Graham would have it. And Graham would eat the roast dinner in front of me, and he'd have like gravy just going down his chin. And it was the only time he wasn't yelling though. So I quite liked it. I look forward to the thing. And one time he said, "Would you like a potato?" And
did you want it?
Well, yeah, heaps. And I went, "Yes, please, Graham." And he goes, "Wrong answer." What's the wrong answer? Then he ate it in front of me.
Oh my God! How old are you?
I was 19 years old. No, I would have been. I would have been like, probably like 8, maybe.
Oh yes, please, Graham.
Yes,
please.
Wrong
a roast
answer.
potato is
the
delicious.
best thing. It's the best thing. That and cauliflower cheese. Am I right?
Would have
Is
smelled
this thing
so,
on? Plug me back in.
Would have
Something like
smelled
that.
so good.
Yeah, it would smell so.
But also
good.
watching him eat it would have been upsetting.
Just torture.
Can I say that?
You can say that. Just torture to watch a grown man eat a gorgeous roast potato in front of you. It looked amazing. But that was it. I learned that, and I learned piano for a little bit as well. Piano.
Oh, did you? And then did your mum enforce you to practice? Or was she like, what are you doing?
They never really
See,
encouraged
that's the
me to
way
practice.
to do it.
Yeah.
But you just did it yourself.
Yeah, just did it myself.
Oh my God, you lived
Yeah.
such a sad childhood. I didn't practice
Was that a
either.
compliment?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I had the same one.
Yeah.
I did piano lessons.
Oh, you
heaps of
did
them.
piano lessons?
For
Yeah.
like 6
but you're good at
years.
piano, aren't you? No. But you didn't came to your house once and your family all got around the piano.
Yeah,
and
I was singing a song very badly, but Hamish
you were
I was so
lovely.
good at it. But Hamish plays the piano. He bought a piano for our house.
Oh, that Hamish bought that?
Yeah, no one
fuck.
in
Why
our
is he always
family-
buying instruments for people?
Well, because he wants someone in our family to learn an instrument, and we
Diggs
we
would like
will
a bassoon,
not.
Hamish, if you're listening. I called
Would he?
Hamish a fucking idiot before, so he probably won't give me one
yes.
now. But
He will. He doesn't listen to anything that isn't classical music, and so we have a piano over at our house, and when he comes over and we drink wine, he will then play.
Yeah.
it's really fun.
It
We
is
love
fun.
It.
Yeah.
We love it. But no, we don't. Okay, so to listen to a kid play badly is so awful,
yeah.
and it takes forever for them to sound any good. However, it does look really nice later in life.
Yeah.
But can you tell them to shut the F up?
I don't think as a guest in the house you can go in and do that.
Yes,
I think
if
it's
their
fun.
house. I think you can say, I've got a headache. Can you
yeah,
play
great.
that
I've got a headache, but
outside?
only for violin.
Yes. I've got a headache. Can I please drink my wine
Can I please drink my wine in peace?
and listen to
Or
Katie
please
Lang
play
in
music.
peace?
Can I play
Yeah.
Katie Lang louder?
Just maybe you can
over it?
put headphones on, noise cancelling
Oh,
headphones.
that's good. Take noise cancelling headphones and then go, sorry, Becky, could you just shut the fuck up real quick?
Yeah.
Something
Okay,
like that.
yeah. Or you could say, hey, can I have a look at that? Have a look at that little guitar you got there?
Little guitar.
Okay, give it to me.
Great.
And then pass it and then smash it on the ground.
That's
and
really
say,
fun.
sorry, I'm upset today.
Sorry, I'm upset. Sorry, I'm an epileptic.
And they're too expensive to just rebuy.
Yeah,
So you won't have a spare one.
yep.
It gives you an extra day.
That gives
And
you
then
an
if they
extra day.
never want to see you again, who gives a shit?
Who gives
They're
an
annoying.
effing shit? Oh my God, that's great advice.
We figured it out.
Hey, why don't you write into us, deardrunkaunties
Cool girls.
@gmail.com. Leave us a voice note. That's goddamn speak piper. That all the links are below. You can also watch us on YouTube if you want to as well. And also, why don't you leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review, and we'll read it out on
we should
the
read
podcast.
out some more soon. We
should
should
do
read
that.
some. I haven't read out some more in ages. By the way,
Love
you're doing a fantastic job on social media.
Oh, thank you for the lovely compliment.
That's okay.
Can I say that you're doing a great job on social media, your own social media, your personal social media?
Sorry, it's a lot of work. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Actually, it is.
No, your social media. I'm talking about your
relentless.
social. No, it's not. It's great. I think you're doing a great job, and I think you're doing what you have to do as a comedian to get a fucking audience. Because let me tell you this. Let me riddle you this.
Okay.
It's hard.
It is hard work out there. It's hard life.
Hard life. You ready for this segment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be surprised about this one.
What is it?
Live, laugh, love.
What's that mean?
What'd that mean?
What that?
What do wooden whales eat?
Wooden whales. Do they chips?
Plankton. Yours is good too,
yeah.
though. Chips is actually quite good, though. It's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs because they always take things literally. Oh, sorry, Dix. Surprised me there.
Do you know what I thought? I got kleptomaniacs and nephrophiliacs. What are they?
Necrophiliacs.
Necrophiliacs.
Yeah.
I got them mixed up. So I was like,
different.
what
They're a
do you
little
mean
bit
take things literally? Is another way to say make love?
Yes, it's another way to make love. Hey, can I tell you this as well?
Yes.
So the other night, this is my mental state at the moment. Set up an Instagram for Diggs.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
My mental
I'm
state.
not
Not a
following it.
chook. No, you absolutely not. The chooks are loving it.
Are they?
Yeah, the
Oh,
chooks got
I'll
around
join
it. What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? Okay,
Well
Sarah, what a funny joke.
Oh, that is good. Excuse me, what is Dig's handle?
Missy Diggins Music.
Oh.
Oh, don't be disappointed by that. Missy Higgins Music is hers, so his is Missy Diggins Music.
Is she following it?
No, because she's got no interest. I've tried to get her to meet him so many times.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't give a fuck.
She's
And you know
got
what?
nothing in common with him except his name.
They look exactly the same, and I told her that.
Is he good at singing?
She was so insulted. I sent her a photo of Diggs when I first got him
Yes.
and just went, I've named my dog after you. And she went, whoa, okay.
Because of that. I mean, her famous album was
Sound of
The
White.
Sound of White, and he is the colour of white.
He's the colour of white.
And what else has she got? The Special 2.
Special 2,
and
that's
you
on The
two
Sound
are
of
both
White.
special.
We are. Thank you for saying that.
That's
I really
okay,
do
another
appreciate it. That's a
compliment. Cannot
I'm going
stop.
to write that one down, actually, in my diary today. Lovely compliment from Brown today. How do you turn a duck into a soul singer? Are you going to try and answer this, are you?
Soul singer. Something about quack. What is it?
Put it in the microwave until it Bill Withers. Bill Withers.
Oh my God.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's so violent.
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
Crocovest.
An investigator. But crocovest is also good. What do you do if you see a spaceman? Park it in, man. Oh, that's a good one. They're so bottom of the barrel, these jokes. The people of Saudi Arabia don't like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do.
That's fun.
Isn't that fun?
That's
You could tell your
actually
kids
cool.
that one.
I could, but they won't get it.
They won't get out. They're not that
They
smart,
won't get
actually.
it. But they've never watched the Flintstones.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you're going for that way. They're not that smart.
Not a little.
So this guy...
Fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots. So this guy with a premature ejaculation problem comes out of nowhere.
Yuck.
Final one.
Okay.
Got sent in this one.
No.
Yeah.
These are the worst ones. I'm so nervous.
No, don't be nervous. It's a nice
I'm
one.
nervous.
It's a nice one.
Is it?
Fingered a gypsy girl on her period. Got my palm red for nothing.
The imagery
Stunning.
is disgusting.
Stunning.
I could.
Oh, did you like it?
I didn't like it. Who sent that in? I've got to call their
I
mother.
called Thomas.
Thomas, what's your mother's number?
You can't get his mother's number and
No,
confront her
gonna
about
get
it.
Also, her auntie as well.
Thomas, I'm so sorry,
Thomas,
but Bronny's
your
going to ruin your
auntie-
life, and I do
your
apologise for that.
auntie- Well, Thomas, you can't just write shit in like that.
Can I ask you this? Can you say anything anymore?
That's a really good point.
If you can't say that, don't worry about it.
Can't say the important stuff.
Can't say the important stuff. Hey, now, Bron, I believe you have a beautiful segment. I don't know what you're doing there.
Well, because Diggs, as you started that joke, he didn't like it either. So he whacked this camera. He didn't like it. It was incredible.
Me just getting upset. I don't know what you're doing there.
Because Diggs went, you started, he went,
Oh, of course you did.
and then he walked away because he
Dickens
knew.
music.
So
Yeah.
hopefully with that one, you have to edit that out.
Hey, I've heard you've got a segment today.
I do.
Oh my God, I'm ready for this. It's going to be so
You
exciting.
have no idea how good this is. Okay, so I follow this page, and I recommend it to everyone.
Yeah.
It is called the Wagga Wagga Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down page. What do you think it's about?
Perfect.
What do you think it's about?
Things they like or things they don't like. And you get a yeah or a ba-bow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
You can't do that, mate.
or I can. I'm from there. I was born there,
yeah,
Wagga
that's
Base
actually true.
Hospital.
Nice.
Or this one. Nah. All right.
Great.
I want you to see. You
Yeah.
can decide. Actually, this is going to be a fun game. Because
Community
usually it
pages
starts
are always
with
amazing.
like thumbs up to, and then they list it.
Oh.
And then, or thumbs down to, and then they tell what happened.
Great.
Your job is to tell me if you think it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay.
I've got to think in the mind of a
Think of it.
local Wagga Wagga
Wagga.
resident.
Okay. And this one. Okay. All right.
How many members are there, by the way?
Oh, I'll tell you.
The
in a minute.
babes.
Okay. I'll
Don't
tell you
worry
in a
about
sec.
it.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm just taking screenshots because
No,
there's
no,
so
no.
many. Okay. Thumbs beep to the low-life thieving scum of Wagga. My tow ball was stolen off the vehicle.
Tow ball?
The vehicle, which was parked on Baylis Street and Thomas Street on Wednesday afternoon. Get a life, thieves.
That's a major thumbs down.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. But that is so funny.
You're correct.
Am I correct? That's so funny, though. Stealing a tow ball is so funny. Like, why would you need that?
Off the vehicle.
Off the vehicle.
Off the vehicle.
Scum.
Scum.
Human scum.
That would be annoying.
There's
how much are they?
I don't know. There's a Phillip Island parking. I didn't even try to guess. There's a Phillip Island parking page that's just like people doing parks on Phillip Island.
Oh yeah, there's heaps in Wagga
One that kept getting taken down because of just a man going, "How's this cunt?" And it was just like, "Take it down, mate. Take it down." Like because it was people, like just regular people, just going, "Oh, this parking new restrictions and everything," because they started to get like the really confusing Melbourne parking.
Oh
things.
yeah.
And they are confusing. Like
They are.
and they're really annoying.
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. except for 12 till 1 where you can almost park here.
And then a clear zone between. I parked
reverse park only. Yeah, it's so annoying.
I parked in a clear zone when I first moved to Melbourne.
Oh no,
got my car towed and came out from the shops.
Where to go?
Where to go?
Oh my gosh.
Just talking to everyone.
It's my nightmare.
G'day.
How do you know? Like, so you just go, you just have to work it out.
You just have to work it out because there's no way that then you go,
how do you know,
clear
and
zone.
how do you find out where to go?
Then you have to just start calling. So like in
Council.
that area, like Brunswick, it was like, oh, that's the Collingwood one.
Oh my gosh.
Real funny. So I'll talk about my car in a bit as well because I'm not going to tell you about my car.
Yes, you have to tell me about your car.
But yeah, so this guy just keeps going. Taken down every time. So it's like taken down every time. And he goes, the admin here are snowflakes.
Oh, yeah. Can't say it.
He can't say it anymore. This guy's a cunt. And it was just like, but he didn't understand the page. The page was about parking restrictions and he just kept putting up bad parkers.
But actually, his is more interesting.
Better, yeah.
Actually,
great.
so interesting.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ready? Thumbs beep.
Great.
To the driver of the white BMW near the Inspired Church, driving like a lunatic, going in and out of lanes. Hope you end up round a tree driving like that right near a daycare centre.
That's
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
It was.
That's so funny though because they're so mad about it. And
I hope you
saying,
die.
I hope you die is so wild to say.
Now
that's actually how like country people speak. They do say that all the time.
Yeah.
Like you know how people sometimes get upset when someone's like, "Oh, top yourself" or something like that.
Yeah.
They say that offhandedly.
Yeah.
People get offended by that. It is so funny in the country that people will say that all the time. I remember once when I was like working at a restaurant,
Red Rooster?
the Chinese Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
And, and I don't go for a football team at all, right? I don't really support football. Just because my family never had it on or anything. I never really had a team. And I just said like to a guy who was like this really gruff guy, I was taking his order and stuff, and he goes, "What team do you go for?" And I went, "Oh, I don't really go for a team." And he goes, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he goes, "What team do you go for?"
Yeah.
And I went,
Answer
"Oh,
the
I don't really
question."
go for it." And he goes, "What team do you go for?" And I went, "Collingwood." And he goes, "I hope you choke and die."
That's very
I was 15
funny.
years old.
With your experience in that restaurant.
Oh, it was awful.
If you haven't heard about Sammy's experience in the restaurant as a 15-year-old, go and listen to his episode on
I hate
work
my
hates.
job. Work hates.
It is so funny.
It's
so
so
funny what you
wild.
had to do with. Okay, ready?
Yep.
This is from an all-star contributor.
Great. Oh, this is going to be amazing. An all-star contributor.
Yeah. So
Because it's Michelle Laurie, probably.
yeah, it is not a thumbs up or a thumbs down, actually. But what exactly is going on with the availability and price of eggs these days? Frugal family living and budgeting requires a lot of home cooking and baking. Without being able to afford eggs is an affront and huge family frustration. We got to feed the hungry tykes.
Tykes, I love that.
Wait, damper anyone? I fucking love that
So
one.
she said that's not a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Just what
Just
she
a-
wants
just
to
a comment?
say. Just one
That's
comment.
just a comment? That's
yeah,
so
about
funny.
something that.
Do people comment under it? Of course
yeah.
they do. Yeah, great.
Okay, now I love this one.
Yeah.
Because it took me, I had to read it about 19 times. I've got two more for you, and then
love
then we're going to
this.
wrap this up. Okay, you can guess. Thumbs beep. To the jerk that drove over my work stuff that fell out of my ute on Fay Avenue at 6 a.m. this morning. You can see it that there was me pulled over with my hazard lights on and you didn't even bother to dodge it.
That's a major thumbs down.
It is a thumbs down.
Oh,
you
I
are
love
good
this.
at this.
They are so negative. All of them are so negative.
Oh, there's
I
heaps
love
of
it.
thumbs up ones, but
but they're shit.
Yeah, but they're boring. It's like,
Yeah.
I had
Thumbs up
I
are
had a
never.
nice time at a cafe today.
Yeah.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one thumbs up one
Yeah,
then. Fine. I'll give you a thumbs up one. See what you feel. See how you feel.
I
About it.
kind of love a thumbs down more than anything. Like I think negative stuff is really funny.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Actually, no, you're right.
Oh.
There is so many thumbs down. Okay. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to the person who paid for my KFC as I was driving through the thumbs up to the person who was at North KFC that paid for my meal. I drove up as per usual, prepared to pay for my meal.
Prepared to pay.
And
That's
to be
how it
told
works, Jenna.
that the person in front of me had already paid.
Oh, pay it forward.
Thank you very much. And please know I thanked you by paying for the person behind me.
Oh, pay it forward.
She didn't.
I don't think she
I
did.
don't believe it.
No, she's
One
just lying
single
through her
bit.
teeth.
Okay, all right. One more.
Yep.
And you need to work out whether this is a up or a down.
Great.
Thumbs, beep. To the putrid junkies who want to carry on night after night. Some of us have to work. Sick of having it here every night. Disgusting behaviour. Very mature to threaten and want to kill your own kid. Shame on you. What? Dirty mutt junkie. My father owns his
mutt.
house and now we're about to up the point of selling it because it's just the hope that the kid is okay. My mother called the police and they found that you are disgusting.
My mother called the police and they found that
is
you are
going
disgusting.
on? Look, it sounds grim as shit.
It sounds grim, but I think
you
that might
thumbs
be
up or
that's a thumbs down from me.
Yeah, that's a thumbs
Oh
down.
my god, that is amazing.
What do you think of that site?
I actually love
I
that
think
site.
anyone can join it. It's Wagga Wagga thumbs up, thumbs down page. There's a private one and there's a public
Is
one.
your mum in it?
No.
No.
She's in the Coolaman one. The
Coolaman
Coolaman walk down memory lane, and they
Is that
just
what it's
post
called?
heaps of photos of like black and white photos that people find in their parents' houses, and they
You
go,
should just go
"Who's
in there and
this?"
just rate it thumbs down to everything.
Sound boring,
Boring.
ugly.
Yawn fest.
Yeah, she
That's
thinks
so
she looked nice
funny.
on her wedding day. I don't think so, but it's just and someone will post a photo, a black and white photo of like just these people taken in like the 20s.
Yeah.
and then all of these people will frantically write underneath, "Yeah, that's Johnny Whitebrow. That's Faye Malone.
That's Faye Malone, yeah.
I can't
remember
work out. Yeah, I can't work out who's the person on the right though. I reckon it might have been Leslie Thomas, but I'm not exactly. Can anyone help me here? I'm drawing a blank.
They always end it with, and Leslie Thomas, I think, was a homosexual. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you ready for the next segment? Am I the asshole? I'm going to ask you the question today. Is Sarah the asshole?
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so my 26F husband's 30M.
What? Okay. So what
So
does that mean
so
again?
she's 26 female.
Yep.
And husband is 30 male.
Okay, huge age gap. Well, yes, you are the
Huge.
asshole. That's disgusting. Leave
It's
him alone. He's
disgusting.
trying to
4 years.
retire.
He's retiring age. Family is really the only family we have. We celebrate holidays, birthdays with only them. My niece, almost 3, is daughter to his sister.
Yeah. Okay.
She was the first grandchild until my daughter came along. In brackets, she writes 1, so the daughter is 1 year old. Last week was my daughter's birthday, and I refused to let my niece near the cake. Background, my niece is the centre of attention and really annoying. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Easter, she makes everyone sing happy birthday to her whenever it's time for dessert.
Well, that actually sounds really fun and festive.
It does sound nice, doesn't it?
Okay,
On Mother's
Sarah?
Day singing happy birthday to her. Even for other people's birthdays, she has to sit in their lap and have happy birthday sung to her with their name in
That's
the place
annoying.
of whoever's birthday it is, and she gets to blow out the candle. I'm going to start doing that. Other
What
people's
a
birthdays,
queen.
Just sitting in your lap, making
Yeah.
everyone sing happy birthday to me.
It's my Mother's Day today.
I actually honestly do that, though. I do tell everyone it's my birthday all the time. I just don't want to teach my daughter to do what to do to others, so I don't want others doing it to her. She's just saying she wants to teach her a lesson.
That's actually beautiful.
Mind you, yes, I judge silently in my head. I think you actually judge out loud as well. But I've never said anything to her or her mom. Last week was my daughter's first birthday, and it was time for cake. I was sitting with my daughter in my lap, and my niece confidently came over to take her place.
That's
I had previously told my husband to not let her do this, as I wanted my daughter to have her moment and also for photos and
Yeah.
videos, etc.
ETC and so many more
ETC.
things. I don't have time to list them.
So my husband picked her up and moved her away to her mom, and said she's not going near the cake. My niece
Ever.
started screaming and wouldn't let anyone sing happy birthday as she was wailing and crying
Yeah.
and singing happy birthday to herself over the top. Everyone was telling me and my husband, so just let her stand in front of the cake. What's the big deal? Or let her blow out the candle.
No.
We refused. My mother-in-law ended up taking my niece outside to shoot her, I guess. Take her out the back paddock.
Yeah, we've ruined this one.
So we could sing happy birthday and get it all over with.
Yeah.
Everyone in the family said we were being ridiculous for that, and it's not that serious.
Right.
I agree it's not that serious. I don't care what my sister-in-law does with her kids and how she parents, but I do feel in this situation it was also my parenting style that would be compromised. I grew up with others blowing out candles growing up.
There we go. There's the hurt.
There's the hurt.
There's the hurt.
And honestly, it felt like it took away from my special day.
Yeah, there's the hurt.
Might be stupid, but I want to make sure my daughter knows her day is for her and her moments are special for her. I know she's one, but still, I think better to start from the beginning to set up for future birthdays. Anyway, I don't regret my decision, but am I the arsehole?
Hey, Sarah, you are not.
You're not the asshole. That is
It's
so funny, though.
insane.
This little girl. That
Well, they've
gets up on
created a
everyone else.
monster.
They've created a monster.
But I think that's often...
Frankenstein?
Oh.
Oh my god, that's not the that's the doctor, not the monster.
That's actually the doctor.
That's
yeah.
actually the doctor, not the monster.
Yeah.
Please, it's Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes.
Frankenstein is my father's name.
I think that you can't. It's really hard being around kids who are spoiled, and I think that a lot of friendships break down when you become parents, and you're like, oh, we're going to be friends forever, and we're the same. We're the same kind of people, and then you see their parenting style, and you have to be like, oh, this is never. I'm dying on the inside watching this.
Yeah.
But to watch a little girl take over every single birthday, like, what's she going to do when it's like when someone sings at daycare?
We'll just sing over the top.
Just sing it to herself, actually.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah,
that's goddamn Queen behaviour.
It's my day
Slay,
again.
slay, slay.
She's going to be the most unpopular kid in daycare. Actually,
She's
let her
gonna be
do
the
it.
worst. Yeah, let her
if
do
you
it.
don't like her, let her do it.
That's
let
your
her run
problem.
and tell that.
Let her run and tell that.
Yeah.
It's so funny that she just
Stands in front of it. It's my day.
just came on over.
Put the baby
Get
down.
up. Put the baby down. It's only a baby.
It's my
Let
birthday.
me. Her birthday.
I reckon the first grandkid that's born, everyone treats them like they're incredible.
Yeah.
I think my sister had her first one. It was Lockie, and he was so cute and so loved. But she very quickly had another one. So
Yeah.
Lockie didn't have much time in the sun.
Right.
Suck shit, mate.
That shit, mate.
Oh, bless.
For your 4 boys, was it the same?
For my 4 boys, you know them.
Yeah, they're easy.
They're easy.
Just like their cricket.
They just love it. Well, they're very similar to Little Women, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
There's 4 of them, and I have named them after that. They've got Beth. We've got whatever the other ones are called.
Shanae.
Shana, yeah. And they get it. I mean, one's dying.
How's Lindeman's been 65 doing?
Oh, she's great. Linda.
Linda. Oh, fuck.
I call her Linda. What a bitch.
I fucking hate Linda so much.
I haven't. Do you actually think Lindeman's named after her?
Of course she does. She's an idiot.
Well, she would have fucking bloody stocks in it, wouldn't she?
It was so funny when we're doing the live podcast and like bitching about Linda the whole.
I know, and the lady who owned the
lady who owned
place.
the place is a beautiful woman by the name of Linda.
She was like, "What? I'll let you guys come
Use
into
my
my
space
restaurant."
for free.
Shut up, Linda.
Shut up, Linda. We're gonna do another live show.
Are we?
Yeah, we should.
At the same
We don't
place?
have to.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd love to too.
I had a great time with French onion dip.
I think we should get someone real fun, and we could do it there. We could do it
Rove
at Comedy Republic.
McManus.
I want to get Rove live. Do you know Rove Live?
He's actually pretty busy.
Have you met him?
Yes, I have.
I want to get a real fun auntie.
like Bev Killick. I want Genevieve Morris so badly.
Yeah, let's get Genevieve Morris.
But we have to have Bev Killick on the episode. I know we talked about her last week, but we have to have her on
we do
an
have to have her
episode.
on. Yeah.
I don't think people understand.
People don't understand Bev.
You don't understand until you hear Bev.
No, you won't get it. And even when you met Bev, sometimes you don't understand.
No, I still don't understand. I'm really confused. I love her so
but
much.
yeah, we should definitely get Bev on.
Yeah.
She's
Do you
so
know who
much
I
fun.
think would be fun to have on? Our mums, just for a real quick time, maybe 35 seconds.
Maybe 35 seconds. Yeah. We have had some people on that we've just gone, oh.
And if you're listening, yeah, it's probably you.
It probably was.
That's who we're talking about.
Yep. Remember at that time you were like, let's do a whole episode with this person. And I was like,
Sorry about that.
Hey, would you rather? You ready for this segment?
Oh, yes.
Would you rather? Hey, Bron Lewis.
Yeah?
Would you rather have ham for hands or armpit that dispenses lotion?
Armpit that dispenses lotion.
Yeah, how cool is that?
That's so easy.
Would that be cool?
That's actually really handy.
That's
but
actually really handy.
Ham for hands.
Ham for hands.
So, what, like, as in, like, does it grow back if you nibble on it?
I reckon.
Oh, that's pretty
Cook
handy
them.
as well.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
Okay. All right. Would you rather wear a helmet for one entire day of the week, each week?
Great. Like my old cleaner.
Yeah. But never address it?
Great. Like my old cleaner.
Or talk about your helmet relentlessly for 6 days of the week?
Talk about my helmet.
Would you? That's awful. For 6 days a week.
6 days of the week, I'm just talking about my
Oh
helmet.
my God, this guy.
Have you seen my helmet?
Shouting about his helmet. Oh my God.
Just talking to everyone about it. Great.
Bring in every conversation.
Oh, I love that.
You're like, it's blue, it's shiny.
Can you see it's blue and shiny? Can you see that? Okay, yep,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
It's great. No, but you don't have to wear it on
You can
that
touch
day.
it if you want. If you really want, you can touch it.
Okay, great. All right,
I love that. You ready
can
for
do
this?
that. Yes.
Would you rather scream at full volume whenever you speak or run at full speed whenever you need to walk? Both are fun.
That's so extreme.
fun, yeah.
So you're just a toddler. So would you rather be a toddler
Just
or
screaming.
a
Oh,
toddler?
Bev, kill it.
You're running, sprinting everywhere. I think I'd have to run.
Yeah. I think I'd have to do that too. Shouting at full volume is so annoying.
My father-in-law shouts.
Oh, really?
He's a shouter.
She's
He
a
has no
shouter?
idea. I think he might be deaf. So
Yeah,
he just
good luck
yells
with me in
so
Perth.
loudly.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I was just shouting.
Maybe he doesn't think anyone laughs at his jokes.
No one's laughing at my jokes.
What's going on, guys? Meh. That's you.
Hey, come on.
Sorry.
You can't say stuff.
Well, you can't say anything anymore.
That's actually true.
Okay, you
That's
ready?
actually- Yep.
Would you rather, and this one's just bear with me on this.
Okay.
It might be really easy for you. Be a real housewife of Sydney, like you're on the show.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got just as much money as you do now.
Oh,
So you just
okay.
have to pretend.
Yeah.
You just have to pretend you're supposed to be there.
I reckon there would be some people like that on those sorts
Oh
of
yeah.
shows. Yeah.
I've spoken to
Fake
some
it
of
till
the
you make
makeup, makeup artists. They're like broke.
Yeah.
And that's why they're on the show.
Oh
But
my
they've got
God.
enough like stuff in their cupboards
Yeah,
to
yep.
keep the ruse up. Okay, would you rather be
Cool,
on
yeah.
Real Housewives of Sydney for an entire season
Oh, wow.
and pretend that you're loaded, or do Farmer Wants a Wife, but you've got no farm?
Am I the farmer or the wife?
Other farmer. So do
Real Housewives.
yes,
Yeah, because I would just cause lots of drama.
and they'd be like, "Why is this? Is he wearing a complet?"
He's wearing complet, but I'd be like the Gina Liano type.
Yeah, apparently she's got no money.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think all of those people that do it then can't have a job or something, and it's like,
Yeah, because how would you? I don't
how would you
know.
function? Because she was a lawyer.
Yeah, QC.
Yeah, I think she might. We can't say that anymore. It's KC now. But I feel like the Queen died
When?
just yesterday. I wanted to be the one to tell you on the podcast live.
You want to
Get
get
your
my
reaction. I want to be the one.
Wow,
clip
now
it
I'm
up. I want to
crying.
clip it up.
Let me just.
Oh no! Don't pretend to cry, please. Yeah, but
Just looking at all the surrounding neighbourhoods, like there's the people at the top. And I reckon they're dead. All of their plants are dead.
the people
Has
are
anyone?
dead.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
who would let their?
They come out every day and have lunch at 4 p.m.
Well, is it? What about? Why wouldn't you think it was dinner?
Well, maybe it is, but they don't come out before that.
Because all the blinds are shut.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
mean, it's breakfast.
Maybe they work late.
Well, that explains why they don't have enough
Okay, we just solved it.
energy to water
Case.
a fucking plant.
Solved.
Okay, so you'd rather?
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Would you do that? I think it's fun.
Yeah, because farmer wants a wife. You've got to get someone to fall in love with you.
You don't even have a farm. So is at the end you go, I don't actually have a farm?
Yeah, because everyone would be like talking. I guess you have to take them to the farm. You just bring them to your apartment, Kilda, and be like, this is my livestock. This is
This is
deal.
my livestock. This is Dibalil.
Oh, deal.
Dibalil.
You can milk him.
And you can. And you should. You should milk my dog.
Awful.
Yeah, well, I had a idea for a show that my friend Marianne, back in the day, I was like, coming with a show for her. It was Marianne Wants to Fuck a Farmer. And it was just like, wouldn't that be nice? Marianne Wants to Fuck a Farmer.
Do you know what? I think everyone knows this, but it's just so funny that the farmers, they have to choose someone.
They have to.
Yeah,
That's
even
so
and then they often don't want them at all, so they have to like pretend. And then once the show's over, they're like, "Yeah, no thanks." And the person, they all know They're like, yeah, no,
love that.
thanks. But they have to.
Can I ask you a question? Because I've already got an answer in my head, but I want to ask you this question, and I can go first if you need time to think about this.
I will never need any time.
Can I talk to you, please?
Yeah, that's it. The question?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you, please?
Yeah.
Great. If you were going to go on a reality TV show, which one would you go on? Which would be your favourite? And you can't choose Love on the Spectrum because that's mine. No, it's not. But
Okay, run me through some options.
okay.
What do
So
we got?
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yep.
The Apprentice.
Yep.
Survivor. What was it? Bachelor. What else?
Farmer Wants a Wife.
Farmer Wants a Wife.
Real Housewives.
Real Housewives. The Circle, which I don't know if you've seen that, but that's the
Never
one
seen
where
that.
it's so much fun. That's my choice, but I'll tell you why. But that's the one where you go into a house and you can either go in as yourself or you can try and catfish the other people. And it's the
That's
person that
fun.
stays in the longest that wins. But you're only talking through a TV, so you don't get to meet people until you're in the eviction rounds and stuff. And you're like, holy shit! Like,
Oh
you were
my
that
God, I
person
have to
the whole
watch it.
time.
What
It's
channel
really good.
is it on?
The Circle. It's on I think channelnetflix.com.
Great, I'll watch it tonight. I might watch it start now.
It's really fun.
Can I
you
start now?
Start now, and I'll
then I'll
just
let
watch
you
you
know
watch
at
it.
the
Yeah. Well, I'll go in the bath for a bit. I'll put some candles on. It'll be quite nice, actually. What else? What else?
Okay, all right. There's Big Brother.
Big Brother. And then we could do the Real Housewives.
Real Housewife. Okay,
now we're
I
just
think
naming
I
shows.
would be. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I don't think I'm a celebrity. I don't think so because they just.
You keep worms. It's like Dancing with the Stars. DWTS.
Oh, that Dancing with the Stars for sure.
DWTS.
Yeah. Okay, you can say as many letters as you want, and my answer would still be Dancing with the Stars. Why do you want to be on the Circle?
Because I want to be a catfish.
Would you catfish?
Yeah.
So
I would go in as someone famous.
Okay,
And
who?
I
Mariah
would-
Carey.
Probably Mariah Carey. I'd probably go
Yeah.
in as Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
No,
she
probably-
likes butterflies. Bring butterflies.
I'd probably go into someone like low level, like an Anthony Colella type.
Whoa, very low.
Very low
Very
level.
sure.
Like very low level, go in as like an Anthony Colella. And everyone's like, oh, I'm talking to Anthony Colella and stuff. And I'll do like basic research on Anthony Colella.
Yes.
And it's just like, and then people are just like, oh, right. And then like, I'm just.
So you have to pretend that you're.
Some people do. Some people just go in as themselves. And some people go in as like a celebrity.
And so how do you win?
So you win by staying there the longest. So they
Okay.
they vote out who they think is lying each week. So they vote out like another
So
catfish.
why wouldn't you just go in as yourself? Because you don't have to lie.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but some people go in who are like models and stuff, and people look in their photos going, I don't think they're legit. It's the best
that sounds
liar. That
brutal.
kind of is. Yeah.
Model? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, but it's really fun.
Okay,
But,
great.
Yeah, so I'd
so
go
you'd go
in
on
as
that, but you'd catfish and you'd go as Anthony Colella.
Colella, which I think would be really fun.
What about Marsha Hines?
I'll probably go in as Marsha Hines, but that's probably not right to do. Or
Oh.
I could go in as Rob Millsy Mills. I think Rob Millsy Mills might be easier.
Why?
Just I know a lot about him. So I could go in as Rob Millsy
Too
Mills.
much about him.
Not too much about him.
Oh my
yeah.
God, be careful, Rob.
Robert.
Don't misstep,
Robert.
which is something I'd never do on Dancing with the Stars. Never
You
misstep.
never would. You just do a kickball shuffle.
A kickball change.
Kickball change. Sorry about that then. Bron Lewis.
Yeah.
This week, people can't come and see you in Melbourne because you've already sold out.
Yeah, they can't. I'm doing 2 shows. They're sold out. But let me tell you, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see
Dancing
the
with the Stars
energy
final.
the energy that they bring, because it's filmed and it's like if it's
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like a massive space. You were at the last one, so if people come with like, if they're like a bit cold, a bit like tired, or then I'll be like, wow, this is costing me a lot.
Fall
of
asleep
money.
like the girl in my audience last night
Oh
did.
my God. Well, come on,
I
be
said,
better.
wake up, sister. That's what I said.
We don't have time for this shit.
I'm in
Yeah.
Brisbane this week.
Yeah, this is why you can't come to my show.
I can't come.
You
I'm in
Good Chat
Brisbane
Comedy?
Saturday night. Good Chat Comedy, 9 p.m. Saturday night.
That's great. I was
What a great
there a
time.
couple of weeks ago and
Yeah.
it was heaving.
Heaving. It's
That's
going to be
great.
so
Is it
much
sold out
fun. There's a few tickets left. So if you want to
Okay.
get in quick.
Be
That's what I'm saying
fast.
right now.
Be
Hey,
fast.
you got
Yeah.
your other podcast, I Hate My Job.
Yes, I do. And that is very good.
It is very good, actually.
And very fine. Do
No
I know
offense.
any of the segments on that? I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
I don't think so. And I've got
I don't think so.
not another crime podcast as well.
Oh, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. Yeah, I'm loving it. So much fun. And last week, Genevieve Morris and Tony Martin were
I
on.
saw the clips of this. I'm going to watch
Because Georgia was sick.
Oh, Angel Girl.
Oh, Angel Girl. And you know what? If you want to follow Dibs,
Oh, yes.
Mr. Diggins Music, if you want to. And,
Great.
and also, please leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review. God, we'd love
Yeah,
that.
that'd be lovely.
We can do a gorgeous live show sometime soon.
Yeah, we will.
We
in
will.
Brunswick, and it's going to be great.
It's gonna be great.
And can you hear Diggs drinking?
I can never hear him drinking because he's so quiet. He's
It's
like a little
very
moose. He's
quiet.
like,
It's like a
he's like a little moose.
Little Walter feature.
Little moose.
Little mouse.
Little moose.
Okay, I've got a life hack.
Oh, great. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to turn the heater back on.
Yeah, I'm
as I'm
freezing.
dancing. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You weren't to know.
God, you're beautiful.
Okay, if one of your friend has an Android and you've got an iPhone,
whole
that's
Android?
yes, that is
From a Star War.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
So if you have, it's annoying because you're trying to do group texts and FFS.
Off FFFs.
You can't. No one ever gets it because someone's ruined it because I've got an effing Android.
FFS.
Next time you see that friend, throw their phone in the fucking river because it's so effing annoying.
It is effing annoying.
Or
sending green
just
texts
let them
all the time.
know. Let them know. Sorry, you're not invited to anything anymore.
Oh, that's good. I really.
So
like
they're your
that.
options: river or abandon them.
Abandon them forever. That's it, and that's called Hello Hook.
Hello, hey.
Hello Hook. Hey, Chookies, we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. And you know what, Chookies? We love you very much.
Oh, we do.
We do. Let's go, girl. Woo.